Once again, good evening, YouTube. It's your man George Page, aka the Pervy Sage, coming to you live on YouTube. Well, I feel like putting on my little Pervy Sage hat today. As you know, if you see me on live stream, I make some little comments and posted some things that maybe some people not like, may feel uncomfortable, but sometimes it's things that you think about, especially as us guys. And I have here is a very attractive full figure model. And being from the South where I'm from North Carolina, we see a lot of full figure women, especially black women. Black women, it's always been about thickness and healthiness. Hips, thighs, booties, breasts, I mean, everything, you gotta love that about a woman. And I'm the type of guy, I don't have too much of a preference. If you have good personality, you're nice, you're cool, you're attractive, I'm gonna pay attention to you. So let's slide here. Here we have is one Felice Herring. You know, Felice is a UFC fighter. She's currently out due to injury. And Felice has what you consider the hard body. It's not very appealing to most men, but I don't have a problem with it. I mean, as you know, I'm a fan of female bodybuilders. And I really respect women who are fit, who work out, keep themselves in shape. Now, if you see me, I'm not one of those brothers. And maybe even back in the day, I was that great in shape. But I was decent for my size and my height at that time. I was still a big kid, but hey, I was strong. I played football, and size mattered back then. But Felice has what you call, some guys we talk about on combat sports. When Meg's coach said there, we talk about the eye test, how a woman looks by how much muscle she has. We always debate about if she's using performance enhancers like PEDs or steroids or any kind of a way to give them an extra boost. But Felice's body is very amazing. It's very it's not what everybody wants. She's a little bit on the small size. She barely has much body fat, but her muscles are amazing. I mean, as a guy, you can't help but to be awe at her. I mean, she's very attractive in her own way as a female. But back to this. This is what some guys even don't find this attractive. They say like, oh, she's obese, she's overweight. She's not obese. Now, obese is when when your gut's more out than your booty. That's obese. When your midsection looks like a tire. That's obese. I'm obese. I'm admitted. Yes, I'm a big guy. I'm obese. But this woman's healthy. There was some years ago, as you know, there's a model called Heather Graham, and Heather is what you call a BBW model. And there was always this criticism of women who were big and healthy and who don't have an issue with their body. Sometimes not everybody can be a size 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. You're gonna have a few 10s and 12s, even 16s. It's just how it is. It's just genetic. Sometimes some women are gonna have a little bit more around the waist. It's just how it is sometimes, especially in among black people, many Hispanics, and a few Caucasians, but generally, it's just how it is. And if you don't like that, that's your problem. That's your problem. That's your issue. I mean, a few years ago, I remember Tyra Banks, when she was really started getting a little full figure. There was like this talking, oh, Tyra get fat, Tyra get fat. Tyra was a 30-year-old black woman, and she was getting healthy. For many years, when she came to the game, Tyra was a thick model. She had full natural breasts. She had some hips. It's something that can't be helped. It just happens. Especially when we get older. Especially when women get older. Especially in black women get older, you get a little thicker. It happens. Your body changes. No matter how much you want to try to keep weight off, it's just gonna happen. Especially when you get to the point where you hit your 30s, your metabolism slows down. It's hard to lose weight. And it just is what it is sometimes. Not everybody's gonna be a pencil stick. And me personally, I don't like a woman that's too thin. I don't like when you look like you can hula hoop a Cheerio. It's just you gotta have at least a little bit of something. But still, back to Felice. Back to Felice. She's healthy by the standards of what we consider healthy for a woman in her range. She is an athlete. She's a UFC fighter. She has to maintain a certain weight. She fights at 115, which is, in the UFC, the smallest weight for women. And I think naturally she's probably maybe 130 walking around, and she has to drop at least 15 pounds to fight. And, And she may not be everybody's fancy woman, but I think there's some guys who found her attractive. Felice does a lot of Instagram videos and Twitter stuff, and she's always in her underwear. I suggest that she might need to get a job as a future Hollywood model, because hey, she has the body, she has the looks, guys like it. I mean, it's pleasing. But like I said, she's like I said, she's like I said before, I'm the type of guy. I can like a woman from. I can have like a thing for a woman who is an FBB told me that's a BBW. FBB for you who are not fans of female bodybuilding is a female bodybuilder. She has more muscle, she's a lot bigger, more mass. Like a while ago, like you saw that picture I saw of Teresa Invok, where here she goes. Teresa, the professional female bodybuilder, she's a very attractive, facially woman. She's, she has breasts and they're breast implants, and she's an athlete. This is what she is. This is what she does for a living. And Felice, she's an athlete. This is what she does for a living. This lady, who I don't know who her name is, she's a model. She's modeling clothes for women of her size, her proportions. Because the fact is, a lot of clothing is not meant for everybody to wear, but they're making clothes for women to fit there and fit their body and their dimensions and their wherever else. I mean, it's just a great debate about what the men like. It's just always been a debate. Every guy's not gonna be a fan of this or a fan of that or even a fan of this. It's just every guy has a difference of what they want, what they're comfortable with. But the women should never be shamed because of who they are and how they are built or how they are made. I mean, gotta respect the woman and the choices she makes. If she feels like, hey, I want to be healthy, I want to be in great physical condition, this is where I want to be, that's her choice. And if she don't want to be, just say, here, I like who I am. I love my curves. I love my booty. I love my breasts. And and there's guys out there who love it, who love that. I ain't gonna lie, I love that. I love a woman who's healthy and thick. Back in ancient times, that was a sign of fertility for men. We judge a woman by her figure, her thick thighs, her full breasts, her her butt. We see those things as things that attract us to her. That tells us that, hey, she's perfect for childbearing. Some might not think Felice is perfect for childbearing, but there's other things you can do with Felice if you like. And some might not think Teresa's perfect for childbearing, but, well, what I know about Teresa, she is engaged and she's going to be married soon, and somebody loved her enough to want to marry her, even as she is now. But fellas, it's just up to you what you like as a man. And you shouldn't be judged. No one should judge you about how you feel about a woman. If she's a BBW or just fit or a female bodybuilder, it's what you feel comfortable as a person. And it's one thing with us men, we be attracted by the outside of a female, the physical part of her. But when we get to know her, we attracted to her mind. We look past about all the other things. We see her as a person we want to be with, And like I said, there's no such thing as a perfect woman. There's no perfect woman out there. All women are imperfect, but at the same time are still beautiful. Like this lady here, and like Felice, and like Teresa. There's something I just want to get off my chest, is being that, people think I'm a perv, but hey, I'm not a perv. I'm just a real guy. I'm like all real guys. Sometimes the problem society makes us try to be, more docile and not want to admit what's on our mind. Sometimes I say things that maybe I should be a little bit more discreet about how I say, but sometimes there's an old saying, I need to speak my mind because my tongue hurts. But sometimes I gotta be more choosy for how I speak. Sometimes some people get a little offended, but you know what? If you get offended about what I say, well, don't listen to me. Don't pay attention to me. Just go about your business. I gotta be who I gotta be. I shouldn't have to, change for somebody else just for their feelings. But like I said, these are very lovely ladies. And I think if you get to know these ladies maybe on a personal level, you might really like them. Well, like I said, it's your man, George Page. Like, subscribe. Don't subscribe. I'm out.